Hello, everyone. Dad Life here with your February 2025 MetaQuest Plus highlights. February was a very good month to be a MetaQuest Plus subscriber because we got three games added and three new games added and available for us to download. Obviously, we always get two new ones every month that rotate through. And this month, those two were Powerwash Simulator and Budget Cuts Unlimited. And then we got one added to the permanent catalog that carries forward month to month, and that is Home Sports. So I wanted to kind of go over those three with you, and out of those three, let you know which one I recommend. So let's start with Power Wash Simulator. This game is actually a very well known and well regarded game, been around for a long time. There's traditional game flat, or some people refer to them as flat game versions of it on PC, and I think even some consoles. I'm not sure, but it's been around for a little bit. The VR version has very good reviews, and I did think it was a very well done game when I played it. I honestly was never really interested in it and probably wouldn't have tried it if it wasn't for being added to the MetaQuest Plus catalog because power washing as a game, I didn't quite get the appeal. But after playing it, I understand why it's so well regarded. It is very well done. It's basically exactly like you would think. You are a power washer and you're power washing vehicles, pavement, furniture, buildings, anything that can be power washed in this game, you power wash it and you take it from being filthy to being clean. That is the game. It's kind of a business simulator in a way where you take on jobs and you make money and you get bigger jobs and so on. The game's very realistic and it has different nozzles you can switch in and out on your power washer. You have different soaps you can use depending on what you're cleaning. You have different extensions and attachments for your power washer. They really don't miss anything when it comes to power washing. Like it's as good a power washing simulator as you could find. Now, the main appeal of the game is just that satisfaction of seeing something filthy go to clean. There's just something about that has kind of I don't know, a relaxing or a soothing thing to see something go from disgusting to clean. And that's what the game is really capitalizing on, is that satisfaction you get from that. Now, something that you may not know about me is my day job currently is I am a house cleaner with my wife. Me and my wife have a cleaning business and we clean homes. So I don't think I'm really the target market for this. Like, I do get that satisfaction from my day job of seeing something go from dirty to clean. I love that aspect of my job. It is satisfying. But after cleaning all day for work, I don't really want to come home and jump in my VR to relax and clean more. So it's not that I don't see the appeal, but this one, just for me, is not it. I don't really have any direct complaints about it. I think it's a well done game. I played through a few levels. I get it. I totally get it. But it's just not for me. I clean already enough. I don't need to come home and clean in a video game as well. So for me, it's a pass, but not a knock on the game at all. I think you should check it out here in February before it leaves the catalog because it is a very well done game. The next one is Budget Cuts Unlimited. Now, I have to admit, this is one I did not get a chance to play. I was sick for the whole first week of February, so fell a little behind on my gaming time there. But this is one that I don't think is for me. And so I don't think it's a big thing that I didn't get to play it, honestly. And the reason being, it looks like a very well done game. The trailer looks cool. The reviews are mostly all positive, so very well received game overall. It's a stealth action game, which sounds cool. The setting is neat. It's like you're the last human employee at a corporation that's now all robots. All of that I like. But some of the reviews mention that it has some very like scary moments or jump scares in the game, and I am a chicken, especially when it comes to VR. I don't handle scary games very well. I guess I'm a little embarrassed to admit that, but I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to VR. So when I hear a game has some scary moments in it, it's probably not for me, unfortunately. It's in VR at least. I can handle it a little better in other formats, but in VR, scary is not for me. So I don't think this is. It's not like a straight horror game by no means. So I don't want to give the wrong impression. But I did read some reviews that said it had some of those jump scares and things in it, and so that was probably why I personally am going to pass on it and don't plan to play it. But definitely check it out. It looks like a very well done game, and if you're not a scaredy cat like me, it could be a winner. So it's worth looking at. Now, for the one that I am recommending, as you probably have guessed at this point, it is Home Sports. Now, Home Sports is a sports game. It has a few different sports you can play, and it is a relatively new game. I believe it just came out a couple months ago, and so I was excited to see that it's already been added to the MetaQuest Plus catalog. Now, this game was touted as the MetaQuest version of Wii Sports, and they were hoping it was going to have that level of popularity. For those of you old enough to remember Wii Sports when it came out with the Wii, it was a phenomenon, right? It was like it's one of the reasons that the Wii sold like hotcakes and everybody wanted a Wii, because Wii Sports was one of those games that just crossed boundaries. Like, you didn't have to be a gamer. You could get your parents or grandparents to play. So it was like something that reached the entire family. And I think Meta was hoping that this game would be that. And I, even though I'm recommending the game, I really enjoy the game. It's not Wii Sports. It's not going to have that same wide reach as it, because it's just not. When Wii Sports came out, it was so revolutionary. There's nothing really revolutionary with Home Sports. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It is a very good game, and I think it has potential to just get better. I fully expect this game to have a lot of support going forward with updates and perhaps even more sports being added, which will just make this a better game. With that said, let's talk about what you're getting right off the bat. So the game does, like I said, have multiple sports for you to play. There is pickleball, there's badminton, there's mini golf, there's bowling, and there's hockey as of now. And they all are well done. But there's one of those in particular that has me recommending this game, and that's the pickleball. I really enjoy playing the pickleball on Home Sports. I play pickleball in real life. I enjoy pickleball in real life. And this is a very good version of it. I wouldn't say it's a perfect version of it, but it feels close enough to scratch that pickleball itch. But to kind of describe how the game works, and one thing I should really note on this is Home Sports is only for the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. So if you're a Quest 2 user, this one's not for you. And the reason is because the whole game is in mixed reality. So you're playing these sports in your room, in your living room, your game room, wherever you play at, and a portal opens up and your opponent is on the other side. So you can look around and you're still in your room, but through that portal is where you're going to be playing that sport. So in pickleball, the net is right there at the base of the portal, and your opponent's on the other side, and then part of the court is on your floor, and part of the court is on their floor, and you play, whether it's the computer or another human you're playing multiplayer with. And it's very cool. It's really well done. It works really neat, and it's impressive thing to show off the mixed reality, and it works really well. And I like the pickleball a lot on here, and they do a good job of like customizing it depending on your play space, so you could kind of adjust the court to fit how much space you have. So you can make it a smaller court if you have a smaller room, or a bigger court if you have a bigger room. And so that's really nice. So you don't feel like you have to have a huge space to play this. Obviously, I think the bigger the space, the better. But you can play this in a relatively small space and be okay. So I think they did a good job with that. The reason pickleball is my favorite is I think the other games on here have been done better in other places. So like there's a lot of bowling games out for VR. This one I really struggled getting it down where I really felt like I was really bowling. It just, I don't know, I just couldn't get the right feel for it. So maybe I'm just bad at the bowling in this, but it wasn't for me. The mini golf felt really good. However, I have a game called Walkabout Mini Golf that is amazing mini golf game. So I can't really see myself playing this mini golf when I could play that. That's the only knock I would have against it. And then, badminton was fine. It felt good, but I much rather, if I'm going to play a racket sport, I much rather play pickleball than badminton. And then the hockey was neat. It was a neat, like, it felt kind of more like a mini game, kind of like, felt like air hockey ish. So it was fun, but it's not one I could see myself coming back to over and over and over again. Whereas pickleball, I've played it several nights. I would say almost every night since I first found it. It's a fun game just to hop in and play a few rounds. So I definitely recommend checking this one out, especially if you are interested in pickleball. This could also, as a side note, be a good way to introduce VR to someone new. If they are a pickleball fan, show them this game and they will get a kick out of it. I almost guarantee it. Because it's mixed reality too, it also is a good one for anybody who maybe deals with some motion sickness. All of these will be very motion sick friendly because of the mixed reality. So anyways, those are the highlights for February. My recommendation for this month is to check out Home Sports. But what are you playing from the MetaQuest catalog, MetaQuest Plus catalog this month? Drop that down in the comments below. Share it with us there. And then, of course, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate your support, or I should say I really appreciate your support. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Happy gaming, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.